Shut up and sit down.
Hey, welcome to the Old Stogies Uncut podcast, brought to you by the Old Stogie Company Mobile Cigar Lounge. I'm Randy.
And I'm Shane.
And we are coming to you from the Mobile Cigar Lounge. We're going to be talking a bit about whiskey,
Cigars,
a little bit of everything.
and a whole lot of nothing.
Yep, and you don't want to miss a minute of it. So find a comfortable place to sit, pour a drink, light a stick, because we're going to be coming at you. Stand by. Guys, this segment of the show was brought to you by 705 Designs. Now listen, if you're a business owner, you've got to cut through all the static of all the competitors and get your message to the right people at the right time. 705 can do that for you. There's some great people. They're going to do great work in your marketing aspect and your website aspect. You really need to go check them out. I promise you will not be disappointed. SEVENOFIVE designs.com. They produce our show. They're good folks. Check them out. 705designs.com. Hey guys, Old Stogies back with you. So this is like episode number three.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're having a lot of fun with this. I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast as much as we are. So, hey, Brother Shane.
Yes, sir.
What are you smoking?
I am smoking a Camacho Triple Maduro in honor of our third episode.
Oh, ka-chow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You're going to hear me coughing and wheezing here in a little bit. But so far, so good.
All right, very good.
I don't know what I'm going to do for episode 4.
Well, you'll find something.
2 double Maduros. I don't know.
There you go. Ooh, that makes 4.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. You can sleep here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I actually just went Southern Draw.
Which one?
Quick Draw Habano.
Yeah, good cigar.
Nice little cigar. Yeah. So yeah. It's been busy, hasn't it? I mean, with the moving, we just moved.
Yeah, we did.
And holy crap, moving's for the birds.
I know. I don't like it. It's the least appealing part of being a truck owner.
Yeah.
Everybody
True
calls
story.
you.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say of an adult, but a truck owner. Yeah.
Yeah, truck owner.
Yeah. No doubt about that. That kind of sucks. But, as always, we're coming to you from the back of our beautiful cigar lounge.
Yeah.
In glorious South Texas.
She's empty right now. No audience.
Yeah, no audience. Yeah. We need to get the canned applause. And no?
Well, we could. We used to have so many people in our radio show. I used to make that joke.
Yeah.
Filmed in front of a live studio drunk audience.
Yeah, well, we don't do that now. We've upgraded to the podcast just for you people. Just because, see what the sacrifices we make for you people. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, if you consider our age and then you try and put this technology on top of it. I mean, seriously, it's difficult.
Had to bring the age up again, didn't you?
Well, your age is up.
Well, yeah. That's kind of a tall order. In case y'all don't know, Shane's 4'10" and I'm 4'6". And Shane is 72 and I'm 78. So, now that we got that out of the way, I think last time we said we were going to talk a little bit about cigar lounge etiquette, answer some questions, and just kind of recap some really shitty advice.
Yeah,
that has
I
been
like the
given about
shitty
cigars.
advice ones. Those are going to be fun.
Oh, yeah, those are going to be great. So, Shane, for people that have never been into a cigar lounge before, whether it be a brick and mortar or a mobile, like beautiful Stella here, describe the experience for them when they come in.
Well, I mean, we have 2 8-foot benches and 4 club chairs. We have a built-in humidor as soon as you walk in the door, so you can see all the cigars that we have. We have 2 air conditioners and 2 heaters and 2 exhaust fans. So, I mean, it is very luxurious on the inside. We have 10 down the top half of the walls and then wooden slats, and that follows on down. So it's very dark, rustic.
Very rich.
Yeah.
Very, very
earthy
deep.
tones.
Very, and if you'll forgive the phrase, very man cave.
Right, yeah. Very man cave.
Yeah.
This is true. We got little photographs. We actually have a picture of Billy Bob Thornton in the lounge, not because we're huge fans. We are,
yeah.
But he actually came and hung out with us for a couple hours one night.
Yeah,
so.
and that was a lot of fun. But
We'll talk about that more later.
now you talked about that. That's just Stella now, but just a generic cigar lounge. What can people expect? Usually, they can expect that there's some type of liquor involved.
Yes, some kind of liquor.
Some bar, and even though we don't have that now, we don't have our liquor license, so we can't actually serve you any liquor. But you're free to bring in anything you want.
And we bring our own.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you bring a bottle in, just know that you'll have to siphon off some of the angel share for me and Shane.
Yeah.
But that's cool. We enjoy that. But usually a typical cigar lounge is going to be comfortable.
I would say more likely on the dark side.
But a lot of times on the dark side, absolutely, especially if you go in the evening.
Yeah. Very relaxing. That's what a cigar lounge is. They have a
Yes.
very relaxing vibe to them.
Yes, absolutely. And some have private lockers that you can rent so that you can keep your cigars in there and possibly your bottle of preferred spirit,
Sure.
whatever. But, I mean, while it's all fun and games until someone loses an eye, there are certain suggestions, unspoken rules. What would you say there that you kind of want to watch out for and follow when you come into an establishment such as this? Yes?
Sure. I guess I don't understand what you're trying to ask me here.
Well, for example, you don't typically would not come into a place like this and cut off some flip-flops.
No. Whatever you wear to Walmart, you can continue to wear at Walmart. Just don't wear it in a cigar lounge.
Right. Pajama pants and swim fins are not appropriate attire.
Anything
typically.
that says juicy across the ass, it's not.
What? It's all I had clean. Just
Well,
stop.
Still, that was a horrible evening when you showed up that way.
Oh man, let's not pursue that any further. That's terrible. But normally you want to at least maybe dress more like Target instead of Walmart.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, some lounges, well, a lot of them have a dress code.
Yeah.
And I mean, generally you can find that on their website if you're doing some research. When in doubt, a pair of slacks, Dockers, dark colored jeans,
Yeah.
a shirt with a collar.
Yeah.
You're not going to go wrong.
You're not going to go wrong. And
they do have the ones where a jacket's required, stuff like
some
that.
of the more upscale ones. Yeah,
Yes.
You're right. Stella's a little more laid back.
Oh, yeah. We're very laid back.
Yeah. So when
Still no to the Walmart, but
Yeah, but when you come in to have a smoke with the Stogies, just a shirt is good.
yeah.
Jeans are great. Yeah.
Well, we've had people in here with shorts and
Oh, well, of course, it's South
tank
Texas.
tops.
It's South Texas.
yeah, it kind of depends on the event. Sometimes we do daytime events, so it's 104.
Yeah. And you walk into Stella and she's a cool 65.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know why I did my smooth jazz voice for that.
I don't either. I don't either.
But there it is, and there you have it. But I mean, there are certain things that you should do and shouldn't do in a cigar lounge. Now, the first thing that comes to my mind is
Well, back to the dress code.
Oh,
real
okay.
quick.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If,
Go ahead.
If you're ever in doubt,
Yeah.
you're not sure. Again, we're not specifically talking about us. We're just talking cigar lounges in general. If you're unsure, I mean, let's go back to the 80s, man. Pick up the phone, call them.
Mm-hmm.
Ask them, is there a dress code?
Yeah.
They'll let you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not a big deal.
Yep. There are probably some that wear a coat and tie.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of different cigar. There's library cigar lounges where there's books that you can grab and read, and there's obviously the sports lounges where there's nothing but TVs and sports going on.
Yeah, and those are probably a little more laid back.
Sure.
Yeah.
But there's all different kinds. It's just, what do you like?
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's face it. There's not a lot of cigar lounges around. Now, you go to a big city like maybe Houston or San Antonio or Dallas or someplace comparable to that, there may be 3 or 4 cigar lounges in town.
Yeah, still not a lot of them.
Still not a lot. Not for a city of that size. There's really not.
You're kind of starting to see more of the cigar shops that have a smoking area somewhere inside.
Yes.
Where they sell cigars.
More of a hybrid type thing between just a smoke shop and a lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, a lot of towns are going more and more to smoke-free commercial. And that makes it a little harder if you want to have a cigar lounge.
Yeah, then you're you're stuck to hanging out on the patio outside.
Yeah, yeah.
In most of those type of situations.
Yeah, exactly. But aside from being comfortable and perhaps a little dark and perhaps somewhat of a dress code, you can expect for them to have a air scrubber system or what we call a smoke eater to kind of clear the smoke out. So it doesn't look like a Cheech and Chong movie. Right?
No, your clothes you will go home smelling like cigar smoke. That's just, I mean, if you're going to smoke a cigar, you're going to probably smell like one a little bit.
Well,
but,
yeah.
I mean, if you're concerned about, say you're going with a group of people and you're the only non-smoker in the group, 9 chances out of 10, you don't have anything to worry about because all cigar lounges usually have the premier smoke eaters. So, I mean, like even us, even in this little lounge camper, ours turns over the air, every minute and a half?
Little?
Well, okay, it's, 400 square foot total?
Well, okay, yeah, all right. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes, the fans were sized where when they're running and we've got the door open, we can turn over the volume of air every minute and a half.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, we studied that a lot.
Oh, yeah, we studied on that before we did all this, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it was just standing up in the lounge with the cigar, smoking, seeing where it went.
Yeah.
Just blow the smoke and watch it travel. All right. If we open up the door, it goes out the window.
Yep.
So.
Nope, you're right. But anyway, the first maybe good piece of etiquette that I can think of, and it's not really a rule, it's more of a guideline, is if you're in a cigar lounge, especially if you're in Stella or a mobile lounge, it becomes very important, is when you're done with your cigar, you just lay it in the ashtray.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people, especially people that smoke cigarettes, have this overwhelming desire to crush out this cigar, and that's a really bad idea.
Because they're hating themselves for smoking them.
I guess so, and they're taking it out on the poor stick. But tell them why it's such a bad idea, Shane. Well, they crush out that cigar.
Well, it cracks a wrapper and it cracks a binder.
Yeah.
Which infuses a lot more oxygen than what the cigar was designed to have.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll end up with kind of a stale, musty smell out of the cigar. It just kind of it goes south, which can, especially in a small lounge, it can affect the smell of the whole lounge.
Exactly.
And then there's the other side that you like to tell about how it supposedly offends the rollers.
Yes. Yeah, it's supposedly an insult to the maker.
Right.
If you crush out a cigar. But yeah, the main thing there is that you smash it, it turns into a stinky bitch, and you get to share that with everyone in the lounge.
Yeah. So don't. If you can get away with it, don't stub them.
Yeah, don't stub them. Just drop it in the ashtray, and it'll go out on its own.
Yeah. Now, like it's different. Let's just say you're outside in a place like, I don't know, Amarillo, Texas.
Yeah.
Where it's almost desert and it's windy. Okay, yeah. Stub that thing out if you're outside.
Yeah.
Step on it, squish it, twist it into the ground. Because, I mean, one little ember and, you could burn down most of North Texas.
Yeah.
So.
We don't want to do that. So what else you got? Good tips of etiquette and proper
Good
cigar
tip of what?
etiquette.
Okay, he said etiquette, but
Oh, did I say
I'll let
etiquette?
it go. I'll let it go.
Yeah, that's when I'm done listening. Then it's etiquette.
Well, generally in most lounges, and even in ours, there's an abundance of ashtrays.
Yes.
So if you want to be by yourself, you can.
Yeah.
And a little bit more difficult in our lounge because it's a smaller area.
Right.
But in most big cigar lounges, man, you could find a nice little quiet spot, grab a drink, grab a cigar, have your own ashtray, and just, like you say, let the day roll off of you.
Absolutely.
So don't feel like you have to share the whole time you're there.
Right. Yeah.
And one of the things we touched on last episode was the bringing of your own cigars.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And I mean, generally, that's okay. 90% of your lounges, they're going to be okay with it. But there's that underlying belief that if you're going to be in there and smoking your own cigars, man, it's good etiquette to go ahead before you leave and maybe buy a couple from the lounge that you were just hanging out in.
True. Very true.
That way you could take them home, do with them what you want, get them to where you like them.
Yep.
And then the next time you show up, you could bring those.
There you
or
go.
you could bring 2 other ones. But just
Yeah.
if you're going to be sitting in a cigar lounge, don't necessarily just sit there and take up the space and not buy anything to drink or anything to smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just That's just bad to do anyway.
Yeah,
You don't
it
go to
kinda is.
McDonald's and bring your own Burger King.
Should I not do that?
Not anymore.
Okay, never again.
Not in those pants that say juicy across the ass.
All right. Okay, I won't do that then. So what else you got?
Well, I don't know. What do you think? You want to talk about picking a cigar?
Yeah, let's talk about picking a cigar. So we have quite a few people coming to the lounge, and we ask them, you ready for a cigar? And they say, oh yeah, I'd love to have a cigar. And we say, well, what do you like? And many times people will name off brands of cigars. Romeo y Julieta, Ashton, Olivas. Now, the thing about that is that Romeo y Julieta, they make an entire line of cigars, all the way from very, very light to very, very robust. So, really, if you're in a cigar lounge and someone asks you what kind of cigar do you like, the best description to give them is going to be either I like a lighter cigar, I like a heavier cigar, I like a shorter smoke, a longer smoke.
Ring size.
Ring size. If you know the ring size, as you say, you're looking for a commitment, or you want to hit it and quit it.
I said that one night because I was bored, and now it's turned into our lexicon when you come into our lounge.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Just like Shenanigans.
No,
that's
not
a thing.
Still not a thing.
Oh yeah, it's a thing. So that helps.
I'm going to make a shirt that says "God damn it, Randy."
Oh, you could sell a bunch of those. I bet
I could. I bet I could.
I bet you could too. So really what the tobacconist is asking you is, how long do you want to smoke this thing? And do you want a nice, mild, easy smoke, or do you really want to get punched between the eyes?
Yeah. Yeah, and most of your lounges have some sort of tobacconist.
Yes.
Now, we're still working towards ours.
Yeah, we are. Tobacconist is an actual thing.
Yeah, you have to study and take classes, and
yes.
Yeah, you have to pay for it.
You have to pay for it. So I guess maybe it's fair to say that we're tobacconists, little t.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still working on our street cred.
There you go. So, but who the owner of the lounge or whoever's working the lounge or whoever you talk to there should be able to recommend a cigar from their line that fits what you're looking for.
Right, because not every lounge you go to is going to carry, what is there? Probably 5,000 different cigars, and that's a conservative estimate.
That's a conservative estimate, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know of too many lounges that's going to carry everything. They're going to have a set brand that they really like. It could be 2 or 3 sets, but that they really like and that they want to sell. And talk to them about it. Yep. Just because you like this particular Ashton doesn't mean there's not a Romeo or Julieta that's similar.
Yes, absolutely
or,
true.
like for us, our set brand or our main brand is Southern Draw. And just about any cigar that you come in and ask us about, we can guide you.
Yes.
I almost said push. We can guide you towards something in the Southern Draw area that is just as comparable.
Yes. And look, listen, guys. Here's the thing: we're a mobile lounge. We can't carry 500 different kinds of cigars.
Right.
We carry something for everyone, but we don't carry everything for everyone.
Right.
Does that make sense?
A little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Good. And most of your cigar lounges are going to be the same way. Now, my son lives in New Hampshire. He's got a job up there. And last time I went up there to visit him, we went into a cigar lounge that was underneath the cigar store. Now, the cigar store, good grief, they had probably 200 different kinds. Mm-hmm. Different sizes, everything from cigarillos to Churchills.
Yeah.
And it was nice. Well, they close at 5. The cigar lounge underneath opens at 6. So when you go down there, they have a small humidor with there was probably 12 or 14 different selections. And that was it.
Okay.
And there wasn't that wide of a variety of selection, but I still found something I liked.
Sure. And and you talked to him.
Yeah, I talked to him. Yeah.
I mean, that goes back to the buying your cigars at a liquor store that has a walk-in humidor.
Yeah.
You know how you're shopping at those? By price.
By price.
Yeah. You have no idea what the flavor is. I mean, unless you're knowledgeable and have had a few.
Yes.
And you know exactly what you're looking for. But if you just walk in there and you're looking around, that person at the liquor store is not going to help you.
They're probably going to be of very limited value to you. Yeah. Now, that's not true across the board. We're speaking generally here.
Generally.
Yeah.
So.
So, listen, guys, we're going to take a break. We're going to be right back in just a minute, and we're going to talk to you about some of the worst, shittiest cigar advice we've ever heard. Be right back. And we're back. We're the old Stogies. I'm Randy.
And I'm Shane.
And we are glad you stuck around with us. In our segment, we talked about the etiquette that you may encounter when you go visit a cigar lounge, whether it be mobile or brick and mortar. And Shane, I think you had something you wanted to add to that.
Well, I was just going to talk just quickly about when they hand you a cigar to look at.
Oh, okay.
There's some etiquette. And
There is.
Yeah, there is. And we've had the etiquette broken in here quite a few times.
Yeah.
But, I mean, generally, if somebody hands you a cigar in a cigar lounge,
Yeah.
whether it has cellophane on it or not, and don't squeeze it. Don't touch your nostril with it to smell it.
Yeah.
Don't open it
Yeah.
and then taste it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, no. I mean, you can hold it a few inches away from your nose and get the idea. As for the taste, talk to the tobacconist.
Yep.
Find out the flavors in it.
Yep.
Or just wait until you buy it. But, and the one that really gets me is when you hand somebody a cigar after they've paid for it and they're like, oh man, this is great. And then they proceed to taste it. Like they'll put it in their mouth and they'll lick it and, kind of get it moist on the end. And then they hand it back to you and like, can you cut that? Not now.
Yeah, no, sorry.
No, we cut all the cigars on this. We're not, no.
Yeah.
Remember that one guy that was like, he literally stuck it in his nostril.
Yeah.
Almost to smoke it. And he goes, wow, what kind of cigar is this? And I remember you looked him dead in the eye and go, it's yours. That's what kind it is. You don't get to touch your nose with it and expect us to take it back.
And we've had a couple guys in here just, kind of just fucking deep-throated it. No.
Yeah, remember Richard?
I remember Richard.
I don't know if that was his real name, but I just assume his name is Richard, which is long for Dick, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stuck the thing halfway up his nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know if I like this one. And then he kept protesting. I don't like the big, dark, veiny ones. I'm like, yeah, I think you kind of do.
Oh, Dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
No,
When you
no.
touch one of our cigars to your nose, it's now your cigar.
It is now your cigar.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
you'll pay for it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that's a great point to throw in.
And
there.
I mean, you could gently roll one to see the firmness
Yeah.
between your fingers, but
Yeah.
I mean, don't pinch it and squeeze it because then you could crack the wrapper or the binder, and well, now we have a damaged cigar that we don't know about, and we're going to sell to somebody else if you don't buy it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, a cigar, no matter how well it's been taken care of, no matter how long it's been in a humidor, if you grab it and squeeze it and touch your fingers together, you're going to crack all that shit.
Right.
Yeah. A gentle check for firmness of the cigar. If it cracks, then the cigar is too dry.
Yes, it does.
There's kind of a fine line there, but yeah. And I understand people checking that, especially first timers.
Sure.
Because they don't know how much focus we put on.
Well, you
keeping
mean
the
when you say
humidor
first timers in our lounge,
in our
not
lounge.
first-time
No.
smokers.
First timers in our lounge because they don't
Yeah.
know. They don't know how much time and focus we put on keeping the humidor at the correct humidity.
Yeah, you know what? And go ahead, ask us questions about how we humidify and where we keep it. And,
Sure.
I mean, we are going to just flat out lie to your face because we have predetermined answers for those type of questions. I'm just kidding. We practice those, and so.
Yeah.
But no, we'll tell you. We'll be upfront and honest with you.
Yeah, not evasive at all. You know, what's your humidity in your humidor? What would you like it to be?
It's moist.
Of course, we're kidding. There, we take care of all of our sticks. No worries. So, anyway, we done with the etiquette and the do's and don'ts.
We can be.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you got more, I don't want to rush you.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I think everybody's probably getting bored with that anyway.
Yeah, I probably think so too. So, let's move on to shitty cigar advice.
Okay.
Or maybe I should rearrange it and say cigars shitty advice. Yeah, because shitty is the advice, not the cigar. And yeah.
So, not all of these have happened to us in the lounge. Somehow. I'll be 100% honest with you. Some of these I just pulled off the internet because they were too funny.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And,
all right.
I just thought it would be fun to kind of do one of these.
Well, yeah, that's okay. Go ahead.
So here's one that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
This guy was told that the proper way to light a cigar is to light the end and then put the burning end in your mouth and blow.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's jokes there.
There is jokes there. There's a lot of jokes there. Some drug related and some sexual, but let's not pursue any of those.
Another one which is kind of funny is this guy was trying to tell people that you should only smoke a cigar about halfway or 2/3. Otherwise, it appears low class and that you can't afford another cigar.
Really?
Smoke that fucker as far as you want to.
It's your cigar. Smoke it. When you get within like an inch of the band, peel the band and smoke it all the way down. It's up to you. Now, generally what we tell people is smoke it until it's no longer
good.
Yeah. When it starts burning your tongue, when it starts burning your lips.
When you're not enjoying it,
yes,
put it out.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. Because
that could be halfway. You could be tired of it.
It could be halfway. The flavor could have shifted halfway through. And then it's like, smoking a turd. Well, you don't want that. Nobody wants that.
Well, remember that one night we were sitting in here and you were sitting back here with two guys. I'm not going to say who they were.
Yeah.
But I come walking in and next thing you know, they're asking me, Shane, let's get your opinion. And the first guy was like, I think it's okay if you want to dip the end of your cigar while you're smoking it into a glass, what was it, port wine?
Yeah, something like that.
Like port wine.
The unlit end.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, the unlit end. But he's like, I think it's okay to do that. And his buddy's like, no, it's not okay. And they go, well, what's your thought? And I go, you paid for it. Do whatever the hell you want with it. I don't care.
If you like that, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah.
They both kind of went, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a good one.
Okay.
Cigar cutters are redundant. If you have teeth, use them.
Okay.
We get that a lot. Hey, my grandfather just bit the end off of them.
Yeah.
Your grandfather was probably out in the middle of a field and didn't have anything but a pocket knife and just went, screw it.
Yeah.
So, that's fine. If you want to bite the end off, go ahead. You can be Clint Eastwood all day long.
There you go. Your cigar.
Yeah.
Your cigar.
I mean, if you bite it off before you pay for it,
it could be a problem.
Here's a funny one. Smoke your cigar without pause. Just puff away as fast as you can because you didn't pay all that goddamn money to watch it sit there and smoke itself in the ashtray.
Really? That's the people that can't walk out of the lounge when they finish.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because we've done that on a photo shoot, right?
I mean, actually, if you smoke a cigar too fast, it kind of ruins the whole experience.
Well, it does because the cigar's about the experience. A plethora of problems can arise.
Yeah, general etiquette. I don't even know what the word is, but generally, I mean, if you put somewhere between 30 seconds to a minimum. 30 seconds to a minute.
Yes.
At minimum.
There you go.
You're going to be fine with the cigar. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, a really good cigar, you could take a couple of puffs, put it, on the edge of the ashtray. You can come back minute and a half, 2 minutes later, and it's still burning just fine. A good cigar will stay lit for several minutes.
Yes.
I mean,
it should.
Yeah.
It should.
It's not just going to sit there and burn and waste.
Right. But the other thing is if you smoke too fast, you can create running. You can create tunneling. You can hotbox it. You can, all kind of things can happen if you smoke too fast.
Yep.
That's just not what they're designed for.
Well, and it changes the flavor, too.
It does. It does change the flavor. That was dumb advice.
It's really dumb advice. All right, here's one. The bigger the cigar, the stronger the smoke.
Well, that's not necessarily true, is it?
No.
Because we've smoked Toros with Connecticut wrappers that have been nice and mild. And the rule of thumb there is the flavor is in
the wrapper.
The wrapper.
Well, your Habano is a lot stronger and half the size of the Rose of Sharon.
Yeah, it is. It is. The Habano is like a 52 ring. Mm-hmm. And Rose of Sharon Toro, or Gordo even, is up around 58 or 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no. It's the leaves that are used in the cigar. And especially what they use in the wrapper. It doesn't have anything to do with the ring size.
Let's see. What's another one here? Oh, no humidor? No problem. You could store your cigars in the freezer next to the peas.
Ah,
Yeah, have fun lighting that one.
yeah, have fun lighting that one. Ah, gosh, where do we start there? Okay, so
Long term, saving them, yeah, you kind of can. Put 'em in the
well,
freezer.
but
Long
if
term.
you gotta rehydrate it though, because
Right.
you know the you ever heard the term freeze dried?
Yes.
That's because the humidity as you drop temperature goes down as well.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you remember the old refrigerators back in the 50s? You open it up and it's just a block of ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's because the humidity in there, it freezes all that into ice.
But I mean, if you want to save them, say for like, you know what, I'm not going on that trip to Aruba until next year.
Yeah.
Technically, if you wanted to do that, you're going to have to plan a couple of months ahead when you pull those things out before you go on the trip and get them back to optimal smoking conditions.
Yeah, but the freezer. I
Just-
mean, if you've got something like that and those are your plans, let's say you're going to Aruba in 6 months. You
Yeah.
want to take these cigars with you. A better solution would be a Tupperware.
Yeah.
You know, get you some Bovita packs and a nice sealing piece of Tupperware and drop them in there. Throw a Bovita in there, and as long as there's no air exchange, you're
I used to do
golden.
that because I didn't want to carry a nice humidor in my golf bag because you're always just throwing it around and stuff like that. So,
Right,
yeah,
right.
For a longest time, I had just a little Tupperware and a couple of Bovitas in there, and technically the cigars wouldn't have gone bad because they came from my humidor
Yeah,
into my cigar bag.
right.
But there was also those golf trips where I would be out for like 3 or 4 days.
Right,
you do a
right.
golf trip, so I would put a handful of cigars in a Tupperware with Bovitas, and
Yep.
I mean, last me the whole weekend. Everything was great, not a problem.
Well, somebody was in here the other night at the event we did, and they said that they had cigars in a Tupperware for like 6 months with a Bovita, and they popped the lid on the Tupperware, and the Bovita was still soft.
Yeah,
You know?
I find that one hard to believe.
Yeah, me too. But if you got a nice good seal on your Tupperware, it's conceivable. It absolutely could be because it holds that humidity exactly where it needs to be, 69, 72%, whatever you prefer. Those things are magic, by the way, the Bovita packs. Yeah, they really are. Best thing since pocket on a shirt.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's okay to use a toaster oven to toast your cigar.
Oh. Only if you're a moron. Wow. Yeah. So they read somewhere you're supposed to toast the foot. And so they pulled their shoes off. And
Here's one of my favorites.
yeah.
You can actually learn Spanish by smoking a cigar while you listen to Julio Iglesias CDs.
Ah.
That one seems logical to
Sí,
me.
¿por qué no?
Huh?
Sí, ¿por qué no?
Fumate otra. That's the only Spanish I know.
What a...
Fumate otra. And if I'm saying it wrong, don't let me know about it.
He's from Amarillo.
I'm from Iowa.
He's from Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, fumate otra is slang for smoke another.
Oh, smoke another. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
I mean, I don't think when I heard it, it was applied to cigars, but it applies now. So,
Yeah.
another one, and I don't know why, and this is going to come out completely wrong when I say it, but this next bit of advice
Yeah.
always makes me think of your wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. To seal in the flavors, you should lick your cigar from head to foot before lighting it.
We just talked about that. People doing that, going up front and deep throating the cigar and then asking us to cut it, right? Yeah. Yeah, and you guys are not in on the joke, but my wife ordered some Bella Vanilla cigars and
Little cigarillos.
and she'd pull one out and she would lick it and say, "Ooh, that tastes like vanilla." It's like, stop licking your cigar.
Right.
That's why it.
Now, if you're in our lounge and you want to lick your cigar, make sure it's one you hold with 2 hands, because we might have to get a video of that.
Absolutely, we'll make you famous.
Unless you have really tiny hands.
Yeah,
Which is okay.
that's okay
You know?
too.
So, let's see. trying to think of another one here. Oh, yeah, this one. I've tried. You can actually grow tobacco in your backyard by planting the cigar stub.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. It's proven.
Wow. Is it? Is it
is.
now?
Yeah.
That's I'm beyond words. I just don't know. Just don't
Another
know.
good one. If you want to share a cigar with your buddy, just cut it in half. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Okay.
Cigars have different flavors in each third
Yeah.
of the cigar. Most.
A lot of them do.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I agree. That first little bit is okay, and then everything opens up. You get down to the last, and I'm always sorry to see it go away, because that last little bit, man, that's where all the good stuff is right there. For me, the profile changes through the cigar, and I don't think that's unusual. I think most people kind of get that as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I do. I
Yeah.
mean, it's, the beginning, middle, and end all usually have their own unique flavor to them.
Yeah. I mean, you want the wrapper to come off? That's a good way to make the wrapper come off. Cut it in half.
Speaking of wrappers coming off,
Yeah.
this guy here
Yeah.
from the internet,
Yeah.
the interwebs,
The interwebs.
says he saw a couple of guys peeling the wrapper off of their cigars before smoking them. So he asked him, "Why are you doing that?" And they looked him dead in the eye and says, "Well, it is a wrapper."
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I wonder if those guys actually had some of those leaf wrapped cigars and they were peeling that off. No,
No.
you don't think so?
I imagine it was just a couple of idiots.
Maybe so.
So
Well, the world is replete with those.
very much so.
You're listening to a couple right now. Yeah. Just remember, this podcast is about cigars, whiskey, a little bit of everything.
And a whole lot of nothing.
There you go.
Sorry, cigar break.
Yep.
Just a second.
Yep.
You talk.
So I actually thought of something I heard in the lounge here a couple months ago, and now it totally slipped out of my head. But
It was said in this lounge?
It was about lighting. It was about lighting.
Oh,
Now,
we get that question all the time.
We get that question all the time. Generally speaking, when you first light a cigar, you toast the foot, which means you exposed the end of the cigar, not the end you draw from, but the other end, to the flame for just a few minutes, and it starts the burning process, and then you will draw it. And that
And it makes it easier to light.
makes it easier to light. It helps make sure it burns evenly, at least at the
You
beginning.
can still light a cigar like a cigarette. Just pop that thing in your mouth, hold the lighter up to it, and start puffing away.
Yeah, you absolutely could.
But
Yeah.
it's not going to burn as well. Toasting the foot's always a good thing. The biggest question we get in the lounge, and yeah, I know cigar aficionados are going to kind of give us a hard time. We do use a small torch. We offer lighting services for our customers. Cutting and
Full
lighting.
cigar concierge.
Yes.
Yes.
Cut, light, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah,
Relights, all that.
That's true. And there's some nights we may light 100 cigars.
Right. And
Yeah.
then you'll have that one guy's like, you should probably use a cedar strip.
Yeah.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
probably should.
Yep.
However, you would not have a cigar right now because you're like number 53 and I would still be on customer 7. you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
So-
Absolutely. Yeah. But I mean, we do have cedar strips in here.
Yeah.
For the purists.
Yes. We leave them out.
Yeah, sure. But I think the proximity of the flame to the cigar imbuing the butane taste has a lot to do it also. I mean, if you jam it right up there next to it, I think it imbues more butane than if you just grab the heat coming off the end of the torch.
Yeah. You catch it in the flame that you can't see.
Right. Just the heat zone, not the flame zone.
Yeah.
And even with matches, you light a cigar with matches, you have to be careful not to get too close because then you get the sulfur taste.
Now, if you're one of those guys that says, you can taste the butane all the way through the cigar,
Yeah.
I'm going to call you a liar. Because in my experience of 20 years, maybe the first half inch to an inch,
Yep.
you might notice it.
Yep.
But a cigar's not even really going
Right.
at that point.
Yeah. And by then the profile changes and it's a different cigar than when you first started.
Right.
Basically, I'm exaggerating a little bit.
And if you have a bunch of drunk people sitting around with cedar strips and they're lighting cedar strips, imagine all the burn marks we'd have on our chairs and cushions.
Oh, yeah.
So
True.
That's another reason why we light them.
Yeah.
So,
and it's just faster.
Yeah. I mean, when you're 6-7 people deep in line all wanting cigars, torch is the way to go.
Absolutely.
No,
I agree.
I don't like using Zippos. I don't like using Bics. Those I can really taste it.
Yeah.
Matches, I can really taste it.
Yeah. It seems the more aggressive the flame, the less butane it imbues. Now, that's not scientific. That's just coming from my experience. But
of
lazy
all the things
flame,
I've smoked over the years, when you use a Zippo, you taste it.
You taste it, and that's got that real lazy flame on it. It's not got that powerful jet flame like a torch does.
Back in the 80s when they said banana peels and apple stems were good to smoke, you can still taste the Zippo. Hope I hadn't said too much.
I think you probably have, just a little bit.
We weren't that bright as kids.
Yeah, well, no kids are.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Fortunately, we grow up. And become stupid adults. I was talking about us. Don't send us letters. I was talking about these two knuckleheads sitting right here, not y'all.
That's your first mistake. Nobody sends letters anymore.
Well, that's true. How about those electronic mail things, huh?
Oh, yeah. That's kind of a new thing that's really taken over, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
All right, guys. Hey, you know what? We are going to take just a moment to fill our drinks, get a good relight, and we'll be back just right in soon. I'm just messing this all up. We'll be right back.
That's okay. We'll be back. And we're back. The Old Stogies, brought to you by Old Stogie Mobile Cigar Lounge.
And oldstogiecompany.com.
There you go.
See, I can do the voice, too.
You can do the voice.
Every once in a while.
Yeah,
it's not as good.
Well, that's okay. It's still pretty good. You're learning.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
And don't forget, find us on the Facebook.
The Facebook.
Old Stogie Company.
LLC, I think is the way you find it.
Is it?
I think it.
I think if you just do Old Stogie Company, you'll find it.
You'll figure it out. Yeah. And hey, we want to hear from you guys. What do you want us to talk about over the next couple shows? What burning questions do you have? Burning? No pun intended.
No pun intended. Yeah. I'd like to hear from you. What would you like to see on the show? What do you want more of? What do you want less of? What do you?
I don't know if I want to find that one out.
I don't know. I want less of you two fuckers. That's probably what it's going to be.
Yeah.
But anyhow, it's fun for us. I hope it's fun for you guys.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys want, I mean, I know it's radio and you can't really see us, but we'll do it topless. I'm just saying.
Please.
Makes it weird for us, but
Yeah, because it's not weird enough fully clothed.
Is there a coffee stain on your nipple? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I beg your pardon.
You have to do more and bag.
You got to add bitch to that.
So, guys, man, we've had a really good time.
Yeah, appreciate you guys staying with us. Listen, on our next cast, we're going to have a guest. We're going to bring a guest in. Talk a little about cigars and just a whole bunch of nothing.
Now, he's a midget hooker, right?
No,
he likes midget hookers.
He likes midget hookers.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's
You'll
what
hear
it is.
all about the different varieties of midget hookers.
Yeah.
Is it midget hooker or dwarf prostitute? I don't know. I don't know which one it is.
I'm not sure which one it is. All of it's highly inappropriate. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like I care.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, I guess we're going to let you guys go for this week, or this show, rather. And we'll be out with another show before too long, and look for that special guest. You guys follow us on the Facebook.
The Facebook.
Yeah. Listen, if you like the show, tell all your friends. If you don't say a word.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we ask.
Yeah, or tell them. I mean, they might like it. Who knows?
They just might.
Maybe it's a joke. Hey, y'all listen to this, and they waste an hour.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, maybe so. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Until then,
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
And we got him. See you later.
Shut up and sit down.
Old Stogies Uncut, brought to you by Old Stogie Company and